Remember that Apostle Paul reminds us that we should do everything possible. After doing everything possible, serving, praying, giving, and enduring, that we must still stand. So understand that ministry is not a sprint, but it is a marathon. It is not a sprint. It is a marathon. I have seen many people start the journey of service with so much zeal, but yet at a point they fall, owing to so many reasons. To so many reasons. If you are serving faithfully, if you are serving God under the pastor, if you are serving in different departments, one thing you must also learn how to do is to stay there. It is important. Because it is when you stay, there is impact. Can I give you an example? John 6, a multitude followed Jesus while he was doing miracles. And they were interested. They were attracted by the miracles Jesus was doing, not just by the teaching. So, but they got to a point where Jesus felt, oh, these guys have been with us. We can't just keep them hungry. Let's feed them. So he called his disciples and said, oh, where can we get bread? And of course, you know that story of the young guy that had breads and fishes. And of course, that part was settled. And they ate physically, naturally. It was not a spiritual food. They ate and they were filled. But guess what? Another time came, they followed Jesus. You have been following. So they followed Jesus. Yes, they were expecting, are you listening? They were expecting the same experience. Oh, he was going to do the same miracle. And he would give them bread to eat. But guess what? This time around, Jesus told them, I know you came. You are following me because of the things you saw. The things I did. The bread that I gave you. So the first bread was a physical one. So, but this time around, Jesus told them that he was the bread of life. And they were like, are you trying to say that the bread we'll eat today is you? Or what? We are expecting bread like we ate last time. The miracle you did that fed 5,000. We're expecting it. So, but this time now, Jesus is saying, I am the bread of life. Guess what happened? All the multitude left. They left. They left. They felt they weren't going to get what they were used to. Sometimes as a child of God, listen, I tell you something. Joseph was raised for a season. What was the season? A season of famine. Because God was, you see, the way Egypt was, they never experienced what famine was. They never knew lack. They were the world power. They had abundance. But God knew that a time will come that Egypt will have famine, and it will affect the world. It will affect Israel too. So God prepared Joseph for it, to help them with the wisdom on how to understand that there will be famine and there will be plenty. So Joseph kept from the plenty for the days of the famine. So as you're serving, there are times that there are certain experiences that will happen that will not be sweet. So the multitude left. But guess who remained? The 12. And what did they tell Jesus? They said, Jesus told them, he said, won't you leave also like others have left? They said, no, we cannot leave you. You know why? You are the one that have the word. The word is with you. The word is with you. The passage to eternity is with you. It's not bread we are looking for. It is the word. In other words, we are here for the vision. We are here to follow you so that the vision can be accomplished. It's not for bread. It's not for all the nice things you want to say. Oh, pastor didn't check on me yesterday. No. It's not for the words that, oh, Tracy didn't greet me yesterday. Oh, Tracy spoke to me anyhow. Oh, the way my leader spoke, I didn't like it. That's not why we are here. We are here because of the mandate that has been given to you, and we are here to run with you. They stayed. That is how every child of God must be. The reason why you are here, can I tell you? Forget all those your other reasons. Oh, they brought me. Somebody invited me. Let me tell you why you are here. You are here because there is a mandate that connects to your destiny. That's why you are here. There is a mandate upon this house that connects to your destiny. And if I were to be you, I will not let any other factor cut me short of the attraction and the fulfillment I'm supposed to receive from that mandate towards my destiny. So, have staying power. As you are serving, it becomes more fruitful and effective once you stay. Not that because somebody did something tomorrow, I'm leaving, you go and start somewhere else again and start serving. They offend you again, you leave. One of the successes a pastor would enjoy is when all the service team members, as they serve, they are also staying. They are standing. He can see them standing. He can see them staying. Oh, it grows the church. It grows the church. Until God has another assignment for you. So it's 12 were there. They stayed, even though the 5,000 left. Because they weren't there for bread. They weren't there for bread. They were there for their destinies. Hope you know, as Jesus was calling them, he was telling them who they would become. He told Peter, he said, Peter, follow me. I will make you fishers of men. Peter was following Jesus for destiny, his mandate. Jesus' mandate. And how his destiny connects to the mandate that Jesus had. Check them out. Hope you know they left families. Many of them left wives. Many of them left children. And they stayed. They were following Jesus everywhere. Staying power is what produces impact. So as a worker, as a child of God, where God has put you, it is important to stay, because where he has put you is where he has also planted resources and provision for you. So understand that ministry is a marathon. It is not just I serve small, I tire. I beg, I'm tired of the choir. Let me try usher. It's a marathon. It takes patience. It is not a sprint. It is not a 100-meter race. Ministry is not a 100-meter race. It is a marathon. Learn to stay. Having done all this, stand. The one who endures correction, seasons of silence, delayed rewards, becomes a vessel of lasting impact. Consistency is key. Your service continues to grow with as long as you are consistent. You know how they explained it to us when we were growing up? They said, so one of my what do they call them? Sunday school teacher will say, oh, you know, when you put plenty oranges like this on each other, so this is how it works. When you sin, she was trying to explain, you know, when you sin, you just fall back to zero. But when you are building, you start putting one orange upon one another. Like that. She was explaining, you know, that's how you keep growing. But when you sin, you go down again. She was trying to explain consistency to us. So let me use it to tell you about service. What you are rendering in the house of God, the service you are rendering, is accounting. It's amounting to something tangible for you in the presence of God. As you serve, it is being accounted. You see it? It is important to stay. It is important to stay. Because as far as God has planted you in a place, there is a level of service God is expecting for you. And that your service contributes to the fulfillment of the mandate of that house that God has put you. So it is a two-way thing, I can tell you. God brought you here because your destiny is in line with the mandate. So the mandate can affect your destiny, while you also contribute in making that mandate achievable. That's it. So you are not here because somebody just invited you, even though that's what it looks literally. But you are here, orchestrated by God's move, because of your destiny. Why are you not in, I wanted to tell you some slogans of some visions or mission statements of some ministries. Can I ask you a question? Ask yourself why you are not there. Have you ever asked? Why are you in changing lives and shaping cultures? Think about it. Why are you not where they are killing anti-clockwise things? Or you've not heard that prayer before? Don't quit before you were corrected. Don't quit because you were corrected. Always learn to see correction as a proof of values. Stay through season when your efforts are unseen or unappreciated. It is important to stay. Perseverance refines character and positions you for divine remembrance. It is true. I heard a story recently. I don't know that story so well. But then a man of God was talking about how he was anointing people and empowering them in different positions, but left a particular lady that has been with him from beginning. And the lady did not leave. Others were angry and left. This one did not leave, until the day God put it in his heart that this person needs to be remembered. So he was sharing the testimony of that person. And it's like that sometimes. Because of time, I'll rush to the next point. Starve offenses before they bear fruit. Starve offenses before they bear fruit. This one is critical because it is very important. This is what happens most times. If you look at in percentage, 60% people leave church because of offenses. Proverbs 18 verse 19 says, a brother offended is harder to win than a strong city. People leave church because of offenses. In fact, I can tell you one of the tools that the devil uses to make people leave a place is offenses. Offenses. You that God brought because he wants to change your destiny. You will not allow yourself to live because our offended you. Think about it. The destiny contract is between you and God. Your pastor's mandate representing God in your life. You got offended by blessing, you left. Where was blessing in your contract? Think about it. Can't something tell you that there's also a possibility that that person that is not in the contract could be used to by the devil to cut you short from your destiny? Don't say, but she's a child of... Listen, anybody can be used. I'll say it to you. If you put yourself, if you yield yourself, that's what Corinthians said, do not yield yourself as an instrument of sin, because you can yield yourself to the use of another's and you'll be used. Satan stood against David. David was manipulated. Anybody can be manipulated. If you put yourself in that position, you can be manipulated. If you allow certain things enter your gates, you can be manipulated. So anybody can be used. Your brethren in the church can be used against you. If the devil wants to cut you short, if he realizes that in this place, there is a fulfillment here for you, and he doesn't want you to reach it, he can use the closest brethren to you in this church to offend you, and you will leave. And guess what? The person who offended you is not leaving. He or she is staying. Oh, I've seen that happen many times. I've seen people who will cause offenses with others. Others will leave. They will remain and get the blessing. You will leave. Oh, I've seen them many times. They make you leave. This is not a preaching to tell you you must not leave the church. That's not what we are saying. But understand the basis. If you are saying, oh, God is sending me on an assignment and it's clear, oh, why not? But then, let it be at the leading of God. Not because Uloma offended you. I can't stand her. I can't enter the church again and see her face. I can't come there again. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. But guess what you've done to yourself? You have cut yourself off God's program in that place. Is God merciful? Yes. Maybe you go and start all over again somewhere else. Oh, yes. You go and start all over. Starve offenses. Sometimes you will see certain things that are about to hurt you or make you do certain things. Starve it. See it from another point of view. Maybe as two team members, you are both doing something and one give you a very awkward reaction. Sometimes learn to remove your eye. Because you know if you put your eye there and both of you start argument, you will quarrel and it will lead to fight, and one person will say, you know what, I can't be in the same church with this person, let me go. Sometimes, walk away. Because anybody can be used. Sometimes, one of the things that has happened to some of you, when you are close to your breakthrough, someone will come and offend you. Oh, you don't know it happens. When you are close to your timing, someone will come and offend you and make you do the things that will send you back. Have you not noticed that sometimes you finish fasting? Immediately you finish fasting, that's when temptation comes. So, but this is the point. The temptation is coming. It's not from God, though. But listen, it is coming so that, oh yeah, maybe you finish doing fasting. Let us test what you have gained. You just finished praying, Father, teach me patience. Help me to be patient with people. And in the next minute, somebody offended you. You slap the person instantly. Do you know what that thing is telling you? My son, you have not passed that level yet. You have not grown. You still have to deal with that level. Some of you pray for breakthroughs. Oh, Father, I need money. If you can do this for me, and trust me, God will do it. Father, give me 1 million and see if I will not give you 100,000. And God will give you 1 million sometimes. And the next time you remember that you even had a vow was when the money has finished. Then you now say, Father, how did I even do it? That money came and I spent everything. Father, give me another chance. I know you are a God of second chance. You start giving God a second chance name. But guess what? Some of you, it still happens. You still forget. I'm telling you. Some of you, there are testimonies you've told God, if you do it, I will share. It's 6 months later, you remembered you've not shared it. 6 months later. Learn to forgive quickly. You want to ask a question? Oh, yeah, why not? Talk.
It reminded me of something that happened beginning of this year. So this year I said, no, I'm not going to have any issues with anybody. I'm not going to fight. I prayed. It's like that week was tough. Oh, that's right. So that week, there's a particular girl in my compound, and she's very, very troublesome. And a lot happened. We fought. That same week. Like, it was just back to back, back to back, back to back. There's one she now did. After fighting, I was crying. I was crying bitterly. And I was not telling my husband that, why did I now do this thing now? That's when I said, oh yeah, it's okay now. It's okay. I said, no, because it's affecting me inside, because I've told myself that I don't want to do this thing again. But that night, I was just praying, asking God for forgiveness. But that week was not easy at all.
Yes. Give to Brother Daniel. So I have a question for you people. After you go to school and they teach you, what's the next thing? Exam, Abi? That's how it is. Brother Dan. Yes, Brother Dan.
Praise God. Okay, so my own is just a question, and sometimes I ask this question so we can have like insights to certain things. And I didn't want to let you go to the next point at first, but I felt like maybe I shouldn't interrupt.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
When you talk about staying power,
yes.
Again, someone will say, what is it with you and drawing the line? But where do we draw the line as to my time here is up?
Yes.
And not just, I understand the part where you would have to ask God because you are sent there for a reason and all of that. So I'll give 2 instances. One, when probably the man who God gave the mandate, the set man, is beginning to delve into wrong teachings. That's one. And secondly, this is even actually a life story I heard just yesterday.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
The man is sexually manipulating and, taking advantage of underage people. And you're in that space. I'm also asking this because I would like to hear your opinion.
Yes.
And you're in that space where you're part of the leaders. How do you handle it?
Okay.
And where do you draw the line where, okay, my time here is up, following the examples that I've given?
Yes. Okay, so first of all, in timing, just like I started by saying that when God brings you to a place, he brings you because of the mandate and your destiny. So it means that he determines the time frame. So from experience, I can tell you, and I know you know that, God will always tell you, son, it's time. Except you are the type, except the other question will be, what of somebody who does not hear God at all? I will explain you that's your problem. But for the fact that you have a relationship with God, I know that God will always tell you, it's time. Son, it's not time. And there will be turbulences. One decision I made in my life, let me tell you something. It's not because God told me or anything. It's my own decision. I will never leave a place when there are turbulences. Yes, that's for me. That, there is trouble in this place. Let's all run. No. I always like to make sure that I am there to quench the trouble before I leave. That's my own pattern. I did not say God told me. So, but then, I know that when God brings you that way, he will tell you, it is time. Now, if you are the type that probably, you're not hearing God say something like what Brother Daniel said now, a pastor or the lead set man who is doing certain things. Now, ask yourself, what is your role in that place? If your role is a leadership role that is meant to also affect or effect change in that place, Brother Daniel, you cannot leave. So these are the steps to take. One, you may be sent there as a pillar and an intercessor for that man. Yes, you can see what he's doing. Your role will be to continue to pray. One, that's one point. Two, if you have audience, if you have, what do they call it? Relationship with him, there is nothing wrong based on relationship. Because I know that meeting authority sometimes can be very hard to tell them, this is what you are doing. In fact, out of 100%, the chances are 10%. It's 10%. It's very high. But you see, if you is somebody you have a close relationship with, after praying for him, there's nothing still wrong in saying, depending on how you relate with him, Daddy, can we talk? I'd like to have a relationship with you. I'd like to have a conversation with you. I don't know. Put me right. Life is wisdom. Put me right. I don't understand these things. So last week you talked about this, and that. But I didn't get it. So for me, I thought it's supposed to be this, and that. And then let him explain to you. Because trust me, I've done that to one man of God before. And he said, I never saw it from that point. I've done it before to somebody. He said, I've never seen it from that point. When it was time for me to leave and I left there, that man kept in touch with me till date. I'm telling you. Because sometimes the manner at which we do it matters. We shouldn't do it like we want to prove that we know. I'm a very careful person. No. So I make you understand that, well, I don't know these things, but this is what I used to know. I don't know how can you explain to me, sir? And he starts telling you, this is why I said this. So this is how he said. And if as you have prayed, I can tell you, the Holy Spirit convicts a man of God. He knows, some may not admit. But it will get to a point where even if he doesn't admit at that point, he will go back home and think of what you have said. Now, two things will happen. Some will start seeing you as a threat if they don't have a good heart. They start feeling, this guy is knowing certain weaknesses. Some will feel like, Daniel is my right-hand man. If he can speak like this, he's one of those God has given to me. They start talking to you. They start wanting to open up to you. In all these things, remember that human factor too is much. Yes, you've done the right thing, but you are not responsible for the human factor, the way the man will respond. So now, it is now you, after you've done all this, ask God, Father, am I to still be here or I have to move? God will make it clear to you. You know these things. You will see the signs. You will see it everywhere that it is time now. One of the signs you will know is that you will become a threat. The man will not want to hear anything from you again. It will get to a point where you now understand that, this man is not blessing me anymore. Both of us can't bless each other anymore. It will get to that point. You will see it. Because God will not only speak audibly sometimes. Sometimes he will use actions of men to talk to you. Sometimes he will use symbols, pictures to tell you that, it is time. It is time. And that's it. I don't know if it's a bit clear for you. Yes. So, but then, I was talking about somebody who is a leader, who is meant to stand by the pastor. But some people are not in that position. They are just members, Which case now? That's what I'm saying. You will have that conversation. There's nothing wrong. Okay, can I tell you a story? There was a man of God that was doing exactly what Brother Daniel said, manipulating people sexually. And he had a pastor, assistant pastor, that was very loyal to him. The guy tried to talk to him. He didn't listen. Guess what the guy did, the assistant pastor? He went to report his pastor to his pastor's friend. I don't want to tell you if that is the right way to go, but I just want to show you what he did. He went to this pastor's friend. Do you know why he would do that? He loves him. So guess what? Who was the pastor's friend? Pastor Fred. He called him up and started telling him. Though he was angry with the member, but then, the pastor now was angry with the member. That's his assistant pastor. So, but then, as he was able to talk with him and all that, things started changing. Things started changing. This member became one of his strongest members, still with him. You see that? Because let me tell you, let me prove one thing to you. If you are the one always seeing a particular thing, it's because you are called to that thing 90% of the time. I'm telling you, that thing you are seeing, Bro Daniel, some members will not be seeing it. Now, if God is showing you, it is because, see, listen, don't just come to a place and see all the loophole and believe that because there are loopholes, there's no imperfection, you are not meant to be here. God can actually bring you there to cover that loophole without you knowing. Speak to the person. This is what I'm observing. There is, like I said, his manner of approach. But even how you approach him, no matter how soft it is, and the man is still adamant. Pray for him. But that shouldn't just be the reason to say, oh, he's manipulating, and you walk away. No. Except God is saying, Daniel, leave that place. But if God is not saying that, no, it means that you would help that man. It means that you will help him. No matter how anointed he is, God can use the minutest of things to turn a life around. And you can be that person. I have had these experiences too. So sometimes I just feel like, you know what? Instead of just ignoring, sometimes there are ways you can put it to the person politely or pray. And for me, I have seen prayer work over time. If I have to pray for a man of God, if I have to pray for a leader, I have seen prayer work, I can tell you. So, but leaving instantly, except God says, leave, I can tell you, don't leave yet. Make sure that it is God that is saying leave. Then for those of you who don't hear God, maybe he will show you with signs. Maybe he will show you with certain actions. Yes. Maybe there will be so much chaos that you will not be able to fit in and you are no longer blessed. And it is time for you to pull out. But even when you want to pull out, go and meet the man of God. Sir, this is what is happening, and I'm no longer being blessed, and I would like to. Don't just bang the door. Don't do that. Don't bang the door. So, but I can tell you, most of the people in that position that sees what Brother Daniel just explained are not just members. These are pillars that are made to effect a change in a place. That's my own belief. And that's what I have seen happen. Is it clear? Brother Daniel, is it clear, or there's something else you want to ask? Or you have another view about it? Huh? From your perspective, what would you have done? Do you think working out would just be okay when you observe such? Huh? No, not that I said it all. You. You know what? Let patience have its full work in you. I was going to tell Tracy that, listen, you see that neighbor that is close to you that looks like your enemy can be your biggest blessing. Listen to why it's a blessing. I was telling somebody during the week, I said, see, we always think of the positivity too much. If you take away the negativity, you can never be complete. Take it from me. Why would Paul say, I know how to abound and how to be abased? In strengthening you, Tracy, you need that lady. Okay, how come you finish praying that you don't want anybody, you will not quarrel with anybody, and she's the first person to offend you? Tracy, overcoming that lady shows that you have grown. That's how you know you have grown. I'm telling you. That's how you know you have grown. That you are able to look at offenses and remove your eyes. You have grown. Not that you pray, Father, help me not to take offense, and offense did not come. You see, that's why we say that some of you that are praying for God to give you money, that you say, Father, test me, I'm humble. Test me, I'm humble. Listen, you are not humble yet. You are not humble. How we will know is when money touches your hand. Yes. Oh, I'm a patient person. No, I'm very patient. The person that is patient, the next day we saw her fighting. You are a patient person. No, we will know when they push you to the wall. That's when we will know. I'm a very humble person. No, wait. We will know when they push you to the wall. I'm a giver. We will know when you have money. Whether the last thing you remember is tithe or is God. That's how we know. So don't just say, so when you pray, Jesus fasted. Immediately he finished fasting. The first thing that happened to him was a temptation from the devil. What was the temptation for? Maybe you have fasted. Let's see what you've gotten. It's normal. These things must be there to make you mature. That's one thing I want you to know. God does it. Offenses sometimes will come to test your patience, to test how mature you are. Your ability to wave it off sometimes. Your ability to know how to deal with it and move on. Oh, it shows that you have grown. But each time they offended you, you don't come to church for 3 weeks until they come and call you. Sister Joy, what happens? Well, I will just tell you so. You know I don't have my own. Blessing offended me. Blessing offended you? Okay, let's call Blessing. Blessing, you offended Sister Joy. Oh, this is what happened. Oh, no, Blessing, you were the one. Oh, yeah, you have to tell her you are sorry. Oh, Sister Joy, I'm sorry. It's okay. The next day you come back to church. You are a child. Yes. Anytime they offended. I had one music director. Once choir is not going well, he's talking, people are misbehaving. He will just carry his bag and walk home. Guess what we will do? We will now go to his house and go and beg him. He will now tell us, be going. He will start coming after us. I'm sure Brother Shola have seen more than that. People have showed Brother Shola pepper. I don't have time again. Last point. Nothing must die in your hands. Nothing must die in your hands. Where's joy? Nothing. I want to speak to all the pet leaders. Nothing must die in your hands. Nothing must die in your hands. Say it. Say nothing will die in my hands. Say it. Say nothing will die in my hands. This is very key. Now, let's leave church for 1 minute. Do you know that some of you can't start business and make it last for 6 months? You don't have the patience. I once know a lady who said, she started a provision business. And under 2 months, the first day she started, she sold, I think 14K, she said. This is long ago. She started selling gradually. After a while, she closed the shop. I said, what happened? She said, the sales were not coming as I expected. 2 months. What was wrong about that? Huh? She didn't give you more time, right? Nothing must die in your hands. You need to grow the strength to push. When I say some of you are giving tasks to handle and you complain I can't handle it, sometimes I may be wrong, but then I want to understand how you are able to also handle your own personal tasks and projects. Yes. Put efforts. Give it time. Put your life in it. It will grow. So, if you have been given anything to do by God, if you have been given assignments as a leader or as a worker, you've been given something to do. Oh, make sure it does not die in your own hands. Instead of it to die, pass it to the next person. Like they give you a pet to handle, and all we hear is, nobody wants to join. Come on, think about it. Can I tell you something? Are you all here? Are you listening? Let me tell you something. There is no stage God will want to send you to that He will not prepare you first. I've said that, right? Now, one of the questions you should ask yourself is, how does God prepare people? Let me give you one example. If God knows that Chiamaka tomorrow, our fulfillment will be dependent on transforming lives, like a pastor, talking to people, making sure they are groomed. Do you know how God will train her? He will first of all make her a pet leader. Do you agree with that? Yes. Do you know how God will train her? Little tasks will be given to her. Oh, Tracy, you will be the head of usher. Oh, you will be the head of media. You will be the pet leader. You will start preaching small to people. All those things, some of you used to think is because we are giving you work to do. No, it is because God is also preparing you. I told you about Moses. God knew that he was going to send Moses to go and speak to Pharaoh. And a slave would not have all the boldness to speak to Pharaoh. God had to raise Moses in the palace first to be a prince. He will prepare you. Every task that you are given in the house of God to do is in preparation for a greater assignment. I'm telling you. It's in preparation for a greater assignment. If you can't handle the little one God is giving to you now, how will you handle the plenty that is coming? You see that? A part of the Bible said if you run with horsemen and they wear you out, what will you do in the swelling of Jordan? If at the little tasks that you are given as a member or as a worker to handle the little instructions that God is giving to you to carry out, you are not able to do it, how will you do it when your day of fulfillment comes, when you are supposed to fulfill a bigger task? If you cannot sing now as a member in the choir and remove stress from the life of your music director, the day they make you a music director, you are in trouble. How will you do it? How will you handle it? How will you handle it? If they say come for rehearsals, you are the one always coming late. Continue. One day, you don't even know that God is preparing you to be the leader. Let me tell you what I know God does for pastors most times. I can tell you, you can ask many of them. God will take them through many departments. Have you not noticed? I started in a choir. I started as a chorister. God took me there to teach me leadership, management, and to sharpen my skills, my ability to sing. I got it. I could easily hold the mic today and start singing. He didn't just start there. The first day I started, I was looking at the ceiling. As I grew, I was closing my eyes. As I grew again, I look above people. I don't have eye contact. But today, I can look at you eyeball to eyeball and sing or preach to you. It starts from somewhere. But imagine that I was never groomed. I just gave my life to Christ. And I walked into KLM. And they just say, oh, brother, now that Jesus is in you, come and preach. Think about it. What am I going to tell you? I will tell you about my past and all the bad things that I have done. I have no message for you. So God is grooming you. So if He puts you or puts little things in your hand, make sure they don't die. Grow them. Tomorrow, the effect of the growth that thing achieved in your hands, you will see it in your bigger business. Lastly, people say, oh, most of all the singers today, all the secular singers that are singing today, they started from the church. Most of them don't hide it. But let me tell you what the church did for them. They learned the boldness to sing to thousands from the church. When I hear some of them, I know who was a chorister among them. I can tell you. Do everything that God has given to you as a worker, as a member. Do it. Do it with all zeal. Do it with all seriousness. Make sure none of them dies in your hands. Once you do that to the work of God and you do that to what God has given to you, trust me, it will in turn reflect in your own business. Yes. God will make sure your own business will not die as far as you are not allowing His own business to die. That's how it is. So let me read this to you last. It said, titles may identify you, but burdens qualify you. The true worker is not known by position or by passion, but by passion. By the weight of responsibility they are willing to bear for the progress of God's work. So be the one your pastor or leader thanks God for when they pray. Be the one, listen, Be the one your pastor thanks God for when they pray. Oh, Father, thank you for Queen, because Queen is always there. Even when I'm not able to do it, if I just call Queen, Queen, you are handling service today. She's there. Oh, Queen, I need you to go and do this. She's there. Oh, Queen, you know what? Tell this person, and they'll be there. Before the pastor even remembers to give you the assignment. Hey, Queen, I wanted to tell you, oh, sir, I've done it, sir. Oh, if you're that kind of a person, we'll be praying for you. Who will not pray? Who doesn't want somebody like that they can depend on? Somebody they can stand by. Someone that they know that when they look, they don't need to look back. They know that the person is there. Oh, it's important. That's how you should all be in the house of God. Any question? Actually, the way you said the yes immediately, quickly. 1 minute, because our time is fast spent. You mean all of you have questions? It's like I've said some things this morning. Quickly.
Hallelujah.
All right.
So I wanted to ask concerning you said something about leaving the church.
Yes.
When somebody offends you. What if, like, sometimes you have issue with somebody in the church and you go to church, you are not worshiping. You know that you are worshiping and somebody is looking at you and is doing anyhow.
How do you know the person is looking at you?
Like maybe you mistakenly.
You mistakenly did not worship. Or how?
Maybe you are just there, then you turn your face and you see that this person is looking at you
Yes.
and is doing his or her face anyhow.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
you are not comfortable. Then you leave to another church and maybe you find peace.
You find peace.
Nobody is
So what was the
bothering you
problem? The church? It was you. It's you. Now, put it this way. It's also another opportunity to make you mature. You are worshiping. You are looking for who is offending you. You are not mature yet. You're not concentrating. Now, you were able to do it well in the other church because you've not started making friends. So quarrel never starts. That's why. That's why you have peace. Real peace is in the midst of turbulence. I'm telling you the truth. In the midst of turbulence. Joy, quickly.
Praise the Lord. Mine is...
I just take 1 minute, please. Our time is fast
Okay,
spent. Quickly.
I need you to help me answer this.
All right.
Because I heard it yesterday.
All right.
A particular girl, she attends a particular church. They have rules and regulations, and
Yes.
she knows about it.
Yes.
And she was not cohabiting.
Cohabiting. Okay.
Yes. And
Do you know what cohabiting means?
the
They are doing boyfriend and girlfriend in the
and
same
they are
house.
staying together. And the pastor get to know about it, and they called her because she is a chorister.
A chorister.
Yes,
Okay.
so she's really firm in
Yes.
church. And when the pastor knew, they called her and they told her to come, but she refused coming. And because of that, she started removing herself,
withdrawing
like,
from
yeah,
activities.
and all that. But she
Yeah.
doesn't really come to church that much, but she still comes. But they told her that she cannot get married to the man because of their rules and regulation. You cannot get married to the man till a certain period of time. And they told her for cohabiting, you are to go through punishment. And that punishment, they are going to pronounce it in church. You are to sit at the back of the church. You have a seat. And
Joy, this question is going to take a long time.
Okay. And she went ahead, she went to the village and got married without. So the question now is, because when I was told, they
She
said
done the right thing.
that the punishment needs to be lifted. So I asked the question.
She said the punishment has to
No,
be
they
lifted.
said the punishment needs to be
They
lifted.
said the punishment
Yes,
has to be lifted.
lifted.
So it's
If
like it's a
not-
curse, right?
And so I was not asking, is it that it's a curse? Because the person is like, I'm not going to come to the church again because she's going to get married and follow her husband to where he or she is going to be. So that's why I need
Permit
to
me,
ask.
please. I can't answer that question now.
Okay.
It's going to take a long time because I know where that question is coming from, okay?
All right.
And it will bring more questions from some of you, especially some people I can see. All right. I want 1 minute, quickly. But I'm going to answer it, oh. Next week, remind me. Yes.
Regarding the part where you said when you notice some things about your pastor, rather than just walking away, you should walk up to him and just tell him. I just want to ask, is it really ideal to walk up to
Okay,
a
so that your
pastor?
statement sounds wrong, even though it's a simple statement. I didn't say it like that. You said walk up to him and just tell him. No, that's not how I said it.
No, you said instead of walking away.
I said if you have a relationship with him,
Okay.
you know, There are some of you here that easily, you know you can easily come and tell me things. There's a difference. If you have a relationship with him, go to him and say, oh, sir, or oh, daddy, there's something I noticed. Although I know you said this, and that, and I really want to understand it more. So, but this is my own understanding. Please, can you explain this part to me? You know where you are going to, but you are approaching him that you want to gain wisdom from him. And then he tells you his part. And you say, but daddy, this is the way I know it. Come on, there's nothing wrong in dialoguing with your man of God. Oh, daddy, this is the way I'm going. And then some will get to a point where the Holy Spirit will, okay, have you forgotten what happened to David? God sent him a prophet. He said, there was a man that did this, and that. That man, sir, what do you think should be done to that man? David said, that man, they should do this. They should do this. As I was saying, they should do this. His voice was going low. They should do this. He now realized that he was the person. Are you getting me now? That was authority. God sent a prophet to him. So it is possible based on your approach. But not that you just go, sir, well, I just want to tell you my mind, because for me, I don't fear anybody. Anything God says is what I will say. I just want to tell you, I noticed that what you were preaching was heresy. Me too, I will send you away from that church.
I'm not talking of that.
So I'm just giving you instances. I'm just giving you instances. Do you get it? Because you don't confront authority, but you can have a dialogue. Do you get it now? A dialogue. But if you know you don't want to go, come on, I believe in the power of prayer a lot. Pray! Because the problem is that most of you are not even praying for your pastors. It's your pastors that are always praying for you. Pray for them. God will show them, and God will speak to them. Let's pray. There's no more time.